Hey Water Warriors, welcome back to your channel, the Cookproof channel. Today, we're diving deep into the game-changing BBTalkin 3.0. If you're not riding the waves with this tech, you're missing the tide. So let's plunge in and explore some of the ways I use this system to elevate your water sports experience.
This video, I'm recording everything on the BBTalkin so you can hear how this sounds.
I'm also recording on the Rode Wireless Go 2 with a muffler so you don't hear the wind as much.
So you can see what's the quality of the audio. So the BBTalkin was sent to me for testing, but unfortunately they're not paying me to do this review. So all the opinions are mine.
So one of the biggest issues that I have when teaching is to make sure that the lesson is valuable for the student and that I can actually communicate with him. Problem comes when the student starts going away from you or there's something creating a lot of noise. In kitesurfing, for example, as soon as the student starts water starting, he gets very far away from me, so I can't really tell him anything.
So if I have 3 students that are already on a riding phase, already semi-independent, I can use this to communicate to all of them. The best thing is I can select who I'm talking to by just pressing button 1, 2, or 3. And this will connect me to the student that I want to talk to. This is incredibly valuable, as before, the only option was to talk to all at the same time, which was very confusing and not really efficient.
To turn it on, you press on the middle button, so I'm gonna turn them all on. So now, if I have this set up, a master unit and 3 standards, I can make them connect to all of them at the same time, having all of them talking to each other. But this is a problem for teaching, as you cannot give instruction to just the student you want to. But now with the master, you can. You can just press button 1 and it will connect to number 1, as you can see with the red lights being on. So these 2 are connected. And now if I want to turn off number 1, I press number 1 and press number 2. And it's now you're going to see the red light is on number 2 and not on number 1. And now I can press number 2 off and press number 3. And it's now connected to number 3.
Next, we have video coaching sessions. Before BBTalkin, reviewing and giving feedback was a chore.
Now I can record our communication and give you instant, on-the-spot tips, making your learning journey smoother and more enjoyable. I'm recording the audio by connecting the audio directly into the camera, having the sound that you're hearing coming from the BBTalkin radio.
So I basically can have this radio, for instance, number 2 or number 3. I can have radio number 3 just plugged in directly into my camera with this adapter that BBTalkin has. And with this adapter, I can just plug it into the camera. And now with the audio coming into the camera, everything that I talk on my radio to any of these 2, as long as I have number 2 on, it's going to be captured by the camera. So now that I'm talking with number 1, for instance, I'm going to talk with number 1, but the audio is going through the number 2 also to the camera. Meaning that at the end of the session, I can just give them a recording of what they did with the audio included.
So with this, if I'm teaching a more advanced lesson and I'm doing a coaching course, I can also show the student what he did together with the tips that I'm giving him in real time.
You look like you're super far on the back foot, like the nose is so high. There you go, bud. Yeah.
Another big advantage is also connecting this to a solo shot, having the audio in the solo shot, and recording the entire session with the audio built in. With the BBTalkin radio, not only can I teach more advanced lessons, being a plus by creating a product that didn't exist before, I can also ride with the student.
Okay, let's go down towards the beach and not get yelled at by the lifeguards.
I can ride in front of him and show him what I'm doing with this system. Like this, he can hear me while I'm riding and performing in front of him. This is invaluable, as there's no other system at the moment that allows you to do it. Before, teaching anything above the water start level was a little bit tricky, and students didn't really find that it was profitable for them to have more lessons after that point.
A little bit down so you can get some speed. That's it, there you go. See the difference now?
Yeah.
With the BBTalkin, I now can teach students to go further and quicker and make sure the lesson is a valuable lesson.
Okay, so it's looking nice. Let's see how the loops. And
on a lesson, you normally can now achieve your goals because you get real instructions throughout all of the lesson. Before, I had to wait for the students to get back to me, for me to give them instructions, and this often wasn't easy for them as they were still struggling with going better upwind. Even teaching how to go upwind, I now can ride with a student alongside with him, communicating at all times and showing him live in front of him what he's missing out, or I can connect the camera, record everything that he's doing, and give him a video of what he did together with his instructions built in, not having me to add any comments after I recorded it. This is a system that just revolutionizes the way I teach and the way I can give more value to my students. If you don't use this system, I definitely recommend that you try it out. If you're a student, make sure you have more advanced lessons after your water start with this system, as it will definitely help you progress on your lessons. Or if you have a school and you're an instructor, you definitely need this system to push your lessons or to push your quality of your school. If you're still not at the water start level and you're still struggling, then the system might still not be the right one for you. What you need is to check the video right here